Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the new Announcements and Discussions redesign in Canvas. If you've been in Canvas recently, you may have noticed that your announcements and discussions look a little bit different than they have in the past. That's because on May 13th, 2024, the new Announcements and Discussions redesign was enabled for our Canvas instance at Butler Community College. While this is mainly a visual update, there are a few additional features that I'll be going over today. The first feature that we'll take a look at is role labels. In discussions, role labels will now be displayed for all people who have an instructor's role in a course. This role label will show as teacher when making replies to a discussion, and when creating discussions, you will also have the author label. Role labels will not show for students. Along with role labels, we now have some additional viewing options. By default, we have the inline view, which is what we're typically accustomed to when viewing discussions and announcements in Canvas. In addition to the inline view, we have the split screen view. When viewing discussion replies in the split screen view, a thread window will appear on the right-hand side of the screen that is independent from the rest of the discussion. We also have some additional features available when replying to the original discussion post or to others. By typing the @ symbol, users can now mention other users in discussion replies. All available users in the course will display in this drop-down menu. When users are mentioned in a discussion reply, they will receive a new mention notification. Additionally, users can choose to quote other replies as part of their discussion reply. Users now have the option to report replies by clicking the More button next to the reply they would like to report, and then clicking Report. They can report the reply for being inappropriate, offensive, or abusive, or other. Once a report is submitted, that user cannot report a reply again. However, other users may report the same reply. When a reply is reported, the instructor is notified and can configure the notification settings for reports within the course notifications. Additionally, instructors now have the option of creating anonymous discussion posts. Anonymous discussions do not show a student's name or profile picture when they reply to a discussion. In anonymous discussions, instructors can never post anonymously. If you wish to use the anonymous discussion feature, you must create a new discussion. When creating the discussion, scroll down until you find the anonymous discussion options and choose the level of anonymity that works best for your assignment. You can choose between off, partial, which means that the student has the opportunity to reveal their name and profile picture if they wish to, or full, which means that all student names and profile pictures will be hidden. It's important to consider that once the discussion has been created, you can no longer change these settings. Additionally, if you are using anonymous discussions, grading in groups is not available. Regarding the announcements redesign, while we do not see any new features that are unique to announcements, we do see some of the same features carry over from discussions, including the different views, as well as the role labels. Thank you and have a great day.